Hello, Sovereign Grace Chapel family. This is Pastor Matt here. Indeed, we are living in some very fear-provoking times. Just want to make this video and try to be an encouragement to you all. I want to express on behalf of myself and the other pastors, Pastor Chris and Pastor Dale, that we love you guys, care for you, and want to do the best we can to serve you during this time period. We are planning on staying open on Sundays for Sunday service as long as we're allowed to. The governor of the state of Ohio has given an exemption to churches regarding this, and some of our thinking is that, just as the grocery stores are staying open to provide for people's physical needs during this time, we want to at least keep the doors open to provide for people's spiritual needs during this strange time. We certainly respect those who it would be against their conscience to gather with us. We do plan on live streaming the service so that you can view at home and view with your family, and hopefully you're able to gain some encouragement from the Word of God through that means there. We also definitely respect other churches who choose to not gather during this time, but we once again do hope to keep the doors open for those who would like to come during this time. We also want to express if there's any needs, physical needs that we can help serve you folks during this time with. Us and others have volunteered to help out. And of course, if there's spiritual needs, if there's any ways we can be a counsel, help to you during this time, we want to best care for you. We're trying to contact all of you as best we can to see how we can best serve you during this time. I also did, as we are all hunkered down, wanted to encourage you to utilize some of this time to maybe read some good, helpful Christian books, and picked out some books that thought might be especially pertinent to the struggle during these times. A couple books that I thought are helpful: Fighting Against Fear. One of these is written by Wayne and Joshua Mack, father and son combination. This one is called Courage, Fighting Fear with Fear. And this is a book you can, I'm sure, get on Amazon or wherever, download to your Kindle. You can also, I believe we should still have some copies of this at the church building, but just a helpful book on growing in your fear of the Lord and fighting against sinful fear. Another one is by Ed Welch. This one is called Running Scared. Obviously also dealing with the topic of fear. Subtitled Fear, Worry, and the God of Rest. And certainly we need to learn to rest in the Lord during these times of temptation towards fear. And this one, just a great book on God's character, His sovereignty, His goodness, His wisdom. This is by Jerry Bridges. It's called Trusting God, and just a classic book on God's character and how we can trust His character during any time, and certainly a time like this. Also, as we're all kind of cooped up, there can sometimes be temptations towards despair and depression. This book by Wayne Mack, another Mack book. He's a biblical counselor out of South Africa. This one is called Down But Not Out, How to Get Up When Life Knocks You Down. Just an excellent book on fighting against despair, putting your hope in the Lord in the midst of times when you're tempted towards being downcast. Another one, this is a classic by Martin Lloyd-Jones called Spiritual Depression. He actually was a medical doctor and was arguably one of the greatest preachers of the last century. In this work, he in his way of, as I mentioned, he was a doctor by profession, a medical doctor before he became a preacher. He has a way of diagnosing and giving the solution to spiritual problems in the same way he does to physical problems when he was a doctor. And so, again, utilize this time to spend with your families, to shepherd your families, and to also to grow in deepening your trust in the Lord during these times, utilizing good Christian literature, taking advantage of those opportunities as we have, in one sense, more free time than we're normally accustomed to. Love you guys. Again, if any ways we can be a help to you during this time, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We want to do the best we can to care for you. All right.